The House That Whispers. By Chat. Word count, approximately 800 part 1/4. Chapter 1, The Inheritance. When Michael's aunt, Eloise, passed away, he inherited her century-old house nestled deep within the Vermont woods. Though they had never been close, she had left him a letter with only one line. Greater than, never stay past the 12th night. He shrugged it off as the ramblings of an old woman. A free house was a free house, and Michael, a struggling writer, needed both the space and the inspiration. The first time he saw the house, it was just past sunset. The sky was bleeding red and orange as the mansion loomed tall with its sharp spires, blackened stone, and rotting shutters. Vines choked the exterior, and several windows were either cracked or boarded shut. Still, something about it called to him. As he unlocked the door, the wind behind him stopped. Inside, everything was too quiet. Chapter 2, Whispers in the Walls. The first few days were uneventful, even peaceful. Michael set up his writing desk in the study and began drafting a new novel. But by the third night, he started to notice something strange. The house would whisper, not loud enough to understand. Just faint murmurs, like voices behind the walls. Sometimes they came from the fireplace, sometimes from the floorboards beneath his bed. He blamed it on old pipes, on wind, on his imagination. Until the fifth night, when the whispers turned into his name. Greater than, Michiel. He froze in bed, his skin turning cold. There was no one in the house but him. He checked every room with a flashlight, nothing. Just dust, darkness, and the feeling that someone was watching him. Chapter 3, The Mirror in the Attic. On the sixth day, Michael explored the attic, a place he'd been avoiding. It was filled with old furniture covered in white sheets, broken dolls, and taxidermy animals that had long decayed. In the farthest corner stood a tall, antique mirror. Its surface was dirty, fogged up with time, yet when Michael wiped it, he saw not his reflection, but someone else behind him. A woman. Pale face. Black eyes. Wearing a white Victorian gown soaked in blood. He spun around. No one. When he looked back, the mirror reflected only his horrified expression. Michael locked the attic that night. Chapter 4, The Room That Changes. On the seventh night, he discovered a room that didn't exist before. It was at the end of the second-floor hallway, a black door, slightly ajar. He was sure it wasn't there when he moved in. Inside, the room was empty except for a rocking chair that swayed gently on its own. As he stepped closer, the temperature dropped sharply. He could see his breath. A child's giggle echoed in the room, and the door slammed shut behind him. Trapped in pitch black, Michael panicked, reaching for the doorknob. When he opened the door again, he was back in the hallway, but the door was gone. Chapter 5, Midnight Visitors. The eighth night was the worst. At exactly midnight, Michael heard footsteps outside his room. He remained silent, listening. Slow, deliberate. They stopped outside his door. Then came the scratching. Soft at first. Then louder. Like claws on wood. Greater than, let me in. A voice. High-pitched. Raspy. Female. Michael clutched the bedsheets, frozen. The doorknob twisted, back and forth violently. Then silence. When he opened the door in the morning, the hallway was empty. But carved into the wood of his door was one word.